Welcome into the Main Event Broadcasting Network. I'm Timmy McCormack, Director of Athletic Communications here at Piedmont College, and today we'll be sitting down with new assistant women's soccer coach Morgan Fancher to talk a little bit about her new hire here at Piedmont College. Coach Fancher, thanks for joining us very much on the Main Event Broadcast Network. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We're excited to have you here on board after a very decorated playing and coaching career. And let's talk about where you started there. You spent your youth career out in Texas, one of the best states here in the country for producing some of the game's best collegiate players. And you had a chance to play against a lot of those players in the experiences that you had over there in Texas playing the ODP system, and then for some of the coaches you played for as well. Talk a little bit about the experience as a youth player and how that kind of shaped you moving forward.
Okay, well, growing up in North Texas, I played for Sting Soccer Club, which is one of the biggest clubs in the Texas area. I think that made me a better player. I was at the highest level. I was playing smart people. My coaches were awesome. I had Ben Waldrum, who's a big person in North Texas, and then playing at the regional level, I got to play against some of the highest players in the games. For example, I played Morgan Bryan, who played for the Georgia team. So yeah, I think that helped me understand my level for coaching. The speed's faster, the game's quicker, and everything is just that much more advanced.
And you take that playing at the high level, of course, too, and then you move on to the college portion of your career. 4-year standout over at Appalachian State, playing for Sarah Strickland, who, of course, I know from back my own playing career as well. I spent some time with her as a director of coaching when she was in Alabama, so I know what kind of quality coach she is. So, kind of talk a little bit to the fans out there who don't know too much about Coach Strickland and how that kind of helped prepare you as a coach, how it shaped you, and then your time at App State, too, and how that changed you.
Okay. Well, the one thing I love about Sarah Strickland is that she is so family-oriented. That's something I want to implement as a coach. She's definitely someone you can approach off the field and talk to, and she'll help you anything that you need outside of soccer. That's one thing I really admire about her. She's helped me a lot with my coaching career now. I do love and admire another thing about her is that she does a great job of making team unity. She got everyone to be friends. So when I was playing, I got to spend an hour every day with 23 of my best friends, and just loved it. And she just made it a really good family environment. And everyone shared the same goal. We all were looking the same direction, and it just made us a more successful unit.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good point to bring about, of course, the family aspect of that as well. And that's something that, of course, within a program makes a big difference. And you saw that at the Division III level, too, with just your recent experience as an assistant coach at USS South member, Salem College. So you had a little bit of a chance to get at the Division III level and get an experience there. Has that experience kind of helped you give a little bit of an advantage now that you're stepping into your second Division III post?
Yes. I would say that it's different than playing at D1, though. The game is it's a more happy environment. It's a little bit more relaxed. Students are coming here more for education rather than just soccer and making that their lives. And that's something I really admire about D3. These girls are very dedicated to the sport. They're not getting athletic scholarships, which is, I'm sure, very hard, but they're here for the education. They love the sport, and they come out every day and practice. Okay, well, now that you're here in Demorest, of course, as well, talk a little bit about the fans out there, what drew you to Piedmont at this point in your coaching career? Well, being in Appalachian State, I love the mountains, so that was something that was a really big selling point for me. And then Steven is something that really drew me because he's such a successful coach. He's done so much for this program. The team they finished so well in the season. They're always in the top 5, and it's just, I want to come here and make a difference. I want to be on a winning team.
And you mentioned already working with Coach Andrew as well, who just entered the top 50 in the country last season as far as the winningest coaches in the country. What is it about him that you think you could pick on the best, or kind of the short experience that you've had with him?
Yeah, well, I just think that he's so successful, and I want to learn from him. I think he's going to be a great mentor for me, and maybe one day I can be a head college coach, and I'll have a good view of how it should be, and that's something I'm really excited about.
All right, well, now that you're on board, you're here at Piedmont, what's the first thing on the to-do list for Coach Fancher?
Oh, great question. I guess just, get started getting to know the girls, getting to create a relationship with them, and then hopefully from there we have a great season, we finish in the top, and we go from there.
Coach, we look forward to seeing you on the field there.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Thanks again for joining us here on the Main Event Broadcasting Network as we sat down with new assistant soccer coach Morgan Fancher. We'll see you next time.